Let's get some people to join first before we go on a little rant here. Pretty poor performance once again by our lovely Philadelphia Flyers. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what we just watched. Rangers have scored at one point 15 straight goals against the Flyers. Kelsey, who is not joining me for this post-game show, she is just here to chime in on the comments. I don't even know that I can give red-hot thoughts right now because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. This team sucks. Flat out suck right now. There's nothing going right. Things are as bad as they possibly can be right now. The Rangers are now tied with us in points in the division. They've now officially jumped ahead of us. So we are sitting in 6th place out of 8, with the Devils getting closer to us as well. Embarrassing is really the only word to say here. 8-3, the final. 6 straight goals for the Rangers before the Flyers finally got on the board. And it was, from start to finish, just not a good game. Seems to be the theme of the year so far. We're waiting for some comments from the players once they, get out of the dressing room and address the media. I'm very interested to see what they say, as is Kelsey. It is, if they just say the same stuff that they've been saying the last few games, it's just, I don't know, because it's just ridiculous at this point. Oh, we need to start better. Okay, well, start doing it. Start doing it, because you are not doing anything different than what has been happening over these last few games. This entire year so far has just been miserable. Absolutely miserable. Hasn't been fun at all. Let's see here. Who's to blame? At this point, I don't even know. Carter Hart didn't look good again. You're welcome, Joe. Carter Hart didn't look good once again. It's not all on him. I mean, the team in front of him is still just terrible. The defense still shows no signs of improving. The offense in front of him is not doing anything, but there's also some goals. I tweeted it out earlier. I think it might just be time to shut Carter Hart down for the year. I didn't think I would say that, but yeah, why not at this point? Carter Hart clearly mentally is not there, and I can't really blame him. He's 22 years old, and he's just being left out to dry night after night that he gets put in. It's not a normal year where you have a couple days off to recover from a loss. It's, hey, you have one day off, you're right back in the net, and you're still getting 4 goals a game on you, at least. So it's just, can't blame it all on the kid, but I think it might be time to just give him an extended rest. I mean, you're losing your way out of the playoff race right now. Doesn't make sense to keep putting him out there when you're just going to keep getting the same results over and over again. It's the definition of insanity. I would say let Elliott start Saturday against the Rangers. Then you got Buffalo next week. I don't see the need to keep putting Carter Hart back out there. It's not going to do anything for him. He's clearly not – he doesn't have it right now. And that's fine. You have other goaltending options. Put in Elliott, start Elliott Saturday. Bring up line from the practice squad, taxi squad, whatever the hell it is. Bring up Felix Sandstrom. Give him a look. At this point, try anything, but I think it's time that we just, Carter, take a step back. Listen, we still have faith in you for the future going forward. You just don't have it right now. Just take the back seat and watch some games, work with the goaltender coach, get back to where you need to be, and maybe in a few weeks we'll put you back out there and see what it is. But I think it's stupid to just keep putting this kid back out in front of with the team in front of him, at least. It just doesn't make sense to keep doing it. It's clearly not working. I just feel like I'm on repeat now too, with it's like the trade deadline's coming up. They need to do something. This isn't a quick fix. Not one player is not going to come in here and change everything that's going on. So is it really worth giving up all these assets to maybe get somebody that could help you and you're not going to make the playoffs? No, it's not. And the team that we're seeing on the ice every night, it's not worth giving up anything to try and improve this right now, because it's not working. It's not happening. And there's not just a switch that's going to flip with this team. So I'm not saying they have to become sellers, but I think they need to look more at deals that are going to help them in the long run, especially with the expansion draft coming up. If there was any positives to take out of tonight, not many. If really any. I mean, Sam Morin had a solid game. I say that hesitantly because how can you say anyone played remotely well when the team got blown out 8-3? But I didn't notice him too much in a bad way. He did what he came in here to do, and he showed his physical presence out there. He was noticeable in that way. He ended up dropping the gloves at the end of the game with Brendan Lemieux. So at least somebody is trying to show some fight. Yes, we do love Sammy here on the Ginger Thread podcast. But it's when only one guy's doing it. I mean, it's frustrating, and I don't know what it is with this team, but they don't play well until they're down goals. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I've never seen a team that can almost just completely flip the switch where, okay, now we're down 4 goals, let's start playing. Why does it take that? Why do they have to be a desperate hockey team to start playing like a good hockey team? It's recipe for disaster, and it's been that way the entire season so far. I wish I could say that I know the answers as to, hey, this is what we need and this is what's going to fix the problem. But right now, I don't think there is one answer. You watch this team night in and night out, and something's got to give. Do you think the group of guys aren't clicking? Could be that. I will say I've always been on the side of where not to trade a guy like Claude Giroux, and I'm not saying that's what needs to happen, but I think this is a big time for him at least, and for us as fans and management, coaches, everybody needs to take a look at Claude and say, hey, is this the guy to really get the job done? Because this team, this inconsistency within this core group has been a theme for a while, and I think it's going to get to a point now where you got to look at it. Is Claude Giroux really a great leader? I don't know. I mean, I will say he scored tonight. Good for him. But you're seeing the veteran guys showing that they care. Like Couturier, you could see he was pretty animated tonight. Giroux was, but it's just you can only see that so many times out of these guys, and they're still getting blown out. Like it's frustrating to see, like, where is the effort consistently? Why can't this team put together 60 minutes of good hockey? Like, why can't they do that right now? Patrick looks pretty good tonight. Lindblom had a decent game. There was some good moments. I'm not going to sit here and say they were complete garbage. They had some bright spots, but when you lose 8-3, it's tough to really highlight those because you just got blown out in front of your home fans, which if you were someone that attended the game tonight, I'd love to know how long you stayed. I can't say that I confidently would say that I would have walked out because I've sat through some pretty bad Flyers games where they've gotten blown out, and no matter the score, I still end up sitting there for the entire thing, torturing myself. But I'd love to know how many people actually walked out. And I know that's also kind of a big thing as of late too. Ever since Ed Schneider, passed away, Comcast Spectacor took over the team. And, how much do they really care about this team's performance? It's tough when you have a big corporation that owns the team, like the Flyers now, because there's no personal connection. They don't care what the fans want to see. They don't care about any of that. What they care about is that you're going to pay to come see this team, which is why they're sending out emails in the middle of this game where your team is getting blown out saying, hey, sign up for season tickets next year. We know the score is 8-3 now, and the Flyers are just completely suck. But hey, make sure you pay to get season tickets to watch this team. Come spend your money to watch this in person because that's what we care about. That's frustrating. That is very frustrating. You can't tell. They're not going to sell the team. I would be shocked if they did, but I do think it would help if we had an actual owner and not just this big company. But I don't know. It's very frustrating. It's a very tough time to be a Flyer fan right now. This year was supposed to be that year they took the jump that we all wanted them to, and instead it has gone completely downhill. It has gone the complete opposite way. Everyone seems to have taken a step back, and it just doesn't seem like there's any signs of improving right now. Nothing seems to be going well. I don't know. That's pretty much all I got. It's very frustrating. Can only do this so much more. Follow me on Twitter at Keith_Walsh18. Follow Ginger Thread at Ginger_Thread. Don't think we'll be here for a pregame show on Saturday, but maybe we'll do a little postgame. We'll see what happens. That's all I got. Thanks everyone for chiming in. Walsh out.